Good morning, Southern KT. Man, uh, what a powerful time we have uh, together in in building this business with 7K with these enhancements. They're just powerful. That's all I can say. They're just more powerful than we can all imagine. Um, and hopefully today I illustrate that and becomes more clear for us all. And uh, so I'm going to get right with it because most of the, uh, you know, I want to give you tools that you can apply with right now in building with this opportunity because 7K has given us a kind of an adjustment, an acclimation period here this week, next week, the week after that, 3 weeks. They're showing you how the enhanced comp plan works and it's counting, but we're being paid by the old rank system, rank qualification system, that still exists today. So to get your paycheck by the end of the day, Saturday, for this Saturday, next Saturday, and Saturday after until June 2nd, 2024, that starts the day of what determines your pay at the end of that week. Now, I got some exciting news for you. Even though you may not be a silver, if you get those volume and those requirements right now, you're going to get paid. If you get that 3,500, you get that 3,000, you get those volume requirements, those other qualification requirements, the 5 on your left and 5 on your right personals, and you have the growth factor sales 5 sponsorship, active sponsorship levels deep in your organization, and you got that volume, you're going to get paid that. If you got that bronze, you're going to get paid that. You may not be a bronze yet, and they're going to announce those qualifications, which are much simpler than they were before, much simpler for a silver, much simpler for a gold, much simpler for an executive gold, especially for people building or going to work to build. So for everyone that's copper and below, and that's what you've been getting your paychecks at, you have huge opportunity. And man, that's the message I wanted to portray to you. I mean, you may have ranked up in the past to get that silver bar or something, and you just never got to be there again because you couldn't hold, a bronze on your left and a bronze on your right, with them having a copper and a left and a copper on their right, and then the associate and all that. And you just couldn't do it. You don't have that requirement anymore. Yeah, you have the 5 actives on the left, 5 actives on the right to be a silver. That's a main requirement. Then you have the growth factor. Okay, so I'm going to run to the screen real quick. I'm going to show that real quick. And I'm going to come back to this, but I'm going to show that real quick so we understand what we need. And then I'm going to pop in and go right to the trainings. And you're kind of looking at one I'm going to do, how to build this right now, how to go out and do it, and what scripts to use, and over how you pique that interest. And so, and then, how the plan, the actual plan, your 4-week plan, your 6-week plan, your 8-week plan, and put it to work. And it's one I've done before and one we built with before, but now it really works this way. Exactly like it's laid out. And we're going to talk about that. Okay, I'm going to go through that. I'm going to give you the coin drop scripts. Okay, we're going to go through the 3 questions. But more importantly, I'm going to show you real quick how this works. So, and I'm going to focus in on bronze because, see, that's a $2,000 a week. That's a 6-figure income. How many of you would love to have a six-figure income to retire on, and this be your retirement? You're working in it, and you can do this in 5 years or 10 years instead of 60-year plan, and you don't get 2,000 a week in your retirement program. You don't even get 500 a week in that Social Security 60-year plan. Wow. And we're accumulating assets at the same time. We're not having an expense network marketing company or referral marketing or multi-level marketing, or whatever you want to call it. We don't have expense. We're not shipping you health every month. We're shipping you an asset, something of value. We're shipping your prospect something of value. We're not shipping them a lotion, potion, pill, or cream, or an expense item. We're shipping them something that secures their current wealth and accumulates wealth for them, builds wealth for them. Man, if we can't get excited about that and share that excitement with people and let them know that we're different, we're a non-traditional network marketing company. We're non-traditional. We're not like all those others for the last 75 years. We're truly different, and we've proven it. We're not some young startup, maybe ideas work. We will soon have 8 years behind us, debt-free, and an infrastructure already paid for, and now ready to grow globally. So this is all the qualifications you have to meet. You no longer have to have that bronze on the left and bronze on the right, and that bronze got to have a copper on the left and a copper on the right, and that copper has to have an associate on. See, it's stair step. They have to have all that for you to be a silver. But let's look at that bronze, because that's where I want everybody's eyes to focus. I want you to get there. Build that organization, build it deep, build it wide with you, and teach them to build it wide with you. But all you need is this. You don't need 20. You are in a one another business, and you will continue to build in a one another business if you want a legacy income and you want to help others help others. So you're still working as a team, as a family. Team, remember TEAM, together, everyone achieves more. I taught that in one of the company regional events in New York, way back when we did it in New York. So here, 3 on the left, 3 on the right. But look, here's the assurance all of you have to put whatever years it takes to stay focused, to not get attracted. Don't get your eyes off the ball. Don't let some other new little thing come in. This is the problem with most people in network marketing. They don't know how to focus, don't know how to concentrate. They get distracted by the grass is greener on the other side for some new young toy coming around that just flubs out on them. And I've seen it in just this 7.5+ years in 7K. And one of the most recent is this stupid Transact card that got so many people off focus. Crazy. When you've got assets. And then the newest healthcare wages. Hey, look, people of influence, they can do multiple things. They can always do multiple things. But you, the average networker, cannot. It's a proven fact. And if you're insulted that I said that, then I'm sorry. I'm giving you the principles of success. You can't do 2 or 3 deals at one time. You have hard enough time learning how to do one, and why not do the only one that's proven that's going to be a multi-billion-dollar company if you focus and if you learn how to do it while you're accumulating wealth and building wealth, learning how to divert your tax dollars into wealth building assets for you instead of giving it to that stupid government that wastes it. That's the 1099 tax benefits. So as an associate, all you have to have is one active on your left, one active on your right. You personally sponsor, and you're going to get paid on whatever volume comes up. And many of you that's been here for a while already understand that. You already see you got an organization left, organization right. That's people buying that autosaver. That's that wealth building thing. That's our asset that we buy instead of an expense of lotions, potions, pills, laundry detergent, whatever, nasty tasting juice, some kind of service or transact card. So number one principle is learn to stay focused, divert your time and attention to one thing, and become an expert at as expert as you can as you climb these ranks over time. One by one, you build an organization. And one by one, your team builds an organization. And one by one, you learn how to leverage together. And that's when you really succeed in network marketing. And if you only get to this level where you're in total control of your business with my business family pack that I teach, that I taught from day one in this business, and so many of my group and others are using this tool, and you're in total control of your check. Because see, you don't have to have a generational growth factor sale. You just have to have that volume. You just have to have a network of people like I've taught you. You got to have at least 25 on your left team, 25 on your right team, buying that 20-point coin or averaging 20 points in a month. That's 500 points coming up to your counter in a month on each side. Hello, $500 check. Once you get to 500 a month, do you think those people aren't going to duplicate? Of course they are. And when that 25 turns into 50, that's 1,000 points coming up. That's enough for two $500 checks. And when that 50 turns into 100, now it grows. It doesn't just double overnight. But I'm going to tell you, the bigger the numbers you have, the better that growth factor is. But I'm just talking about autosavers. So I want you to see the big picture first. And then you learn how to optimize it for yourself. But with a family business pack, you are in total control of your check. Even if somebody wimps out on you. Because who would not buy 3 $150 coins a month? Real assets. We already proven these suckers are real. They gain value with time. And we got that new Beauties of the World series that's going to, be as valuable as our state animal series and our first American Eagle state collection series. And when they start having sets that are big, I mean, people are selling sets now, but it's way too early to sell you sets. But in the future, that's where the power is. That's where if you've got that and you're starting to make money, believe me, when you're earning an income, you're able to share a little bit better. You're able to share, your fact of what you're doing and what other people's are doing, other people's testimonies. And you can get that one on your left and one on your right, that other real partner that's working. See, one of them is going to be yours. So I'm going to just tell you the easy way to get down there. You want really two workers like you, but that's your insurance factor, that family business pack. And if you don't have it, get it as soon as you can. Make it a priority, make it a plan, make it a plan to do it. You want it as close to the top of your organization as you possibly can for future leverage opportunity. But in the beginning, it's nothing more than part of your family legacy business and your control of your business inside a family. Okay. Husband, spouse, business, spouse, children, grown children, however you want, mom, dad, grandfather, grandmother, however you structure it. Well, notice that as a copper in a 4-week period, 5 active generational levels deep, and we're going to talk about that. You only need 1 new sale coming in. So if you're building, you're growing, that's going to be a natural, easy thing to happen. Otherwise, there's no growth. And if there's no growth, then you need the autosavers and you're going to get that $500 check. You see that? So checks aren't going to go down. Checks are going to go up because people are going to start realizing what I'm teaching, because I'm going to teach this in much more detail and the how-tos. That's what's coming. Okay. So as a silver, all you need is 5 new sales, and on the left team and the right team, with everybody wanting to make a new check that's new to your business or just getting engaged in it. Maybe they've been around for a while, just really never engaged. Hey, you're going to get a lot of people re-engaged now because it's so much more simple to reach these levels than it was before. Wow, that's the key. That's the key. And you may be able to re-engage people that have gotten disenchanted. And they should, because everybody needs gold and silver. I mean, it's everywhere now. I mean, you have to be deaf, blind, and dumb not to see what's in the media everybody's being pounded with. Got to have gold and silver, got to have gold and silver. And we have the best place for people to get it and accumulate it and understand it, because we teach people why they need gold and silver, why they need these different things. That's the beauty of what we're doing. Together, we help one another. We're one another business. So I really wanted to hit this point right up front. And then I want to move real quickly to, okay, how do we talk to people? Well, how do we talk to people? The same way, all the scripts that we've had in past, none of those change. But I want to concentrate on those 3 questions that I told everybody to learn and to be able to, call up your friends, call up your neighbor, call everybody in your list, in your phone. They're in there, call them. It's how many calls you're going to make a day. Hey, John, with I need to ask you three quick questions. Just help me out, okay? I need to ask you three quick questions. In the state of our economy with inflation and everything that's going on, who do you know that would like to have an extra, make an extra $500 or $1,000 a month? And you don't have to give me a name. It's just in general. Few people, a lot of people, none. And you're just trying to get a general answer to that question. And the general answer to that question is nearly everyone. Who wouldn't? And what you're looking for is, well, I'd like to have it too. Okay. Okay, cool. Let me ask you another quick question, okay? Would you like to have a handful of gold and silver coins right now, or as much as you can hold in your hand right now? Well, yeah. Who do you know that would like to have that handful or as much as they could have in their hand right now? The answer to that is just about everyone. Now, it's their third question. Let me ask you this. Who do you know would like to pay less taxes every year to the government? And the answer to that should be just about everybody. And then you turn away, well, John, would you like to pay less taxes or more? I found a way. I found the answers to these. Can I send you a quick 5-minute video? You take a look and then get back with me with questions or things. But this is just to give you a quick look. You send them the 4-minute and 44-second video. And then you take them through the process. That's the three questions. The coin drop scripts. The coin drop scripts that I have taught and built an organization with, and they're already in the band apps. They're already there. I've had them there for a long time, but now it works because, see, we earn silver, we earn gold with gold, instant gold pay, and we earn silver every month with loyalty points. So we get to ask people this, and you drop a piece of silver in their hand, or one or two silver eagles. Only use silver eagles, by the way. Don't use other coins. Okay. Now, I'm going to change that. This is the MS-70 script because we had the MS-7. Most people didn't have that. So when I first started here, okay, we weren't earning bullion. Now we're earning bullion and gold bullion and silver bullion. Okay. We get to get paid that way. That's pretty cool by doing that. But I'm gonna just rewrite it to the old script that I used to have with bullion. Okay. And this is it right here. Okay. And you drop that coin in your hand. You ask them what it is. Doesn't matter what they say. You touch it. You turn it over. You flip it in your hands, and you tell them. A lot of people call that a silver dollar, but it's 1 ounce of pure 999 silver. Now let me ask you a question. Would you rather have just one in your hand or two or whatever they got in their hand? You ask them if that's what they would like to have in their hand, or a whole handful, a shoebox full, a closet full, a house full, or all they could get. If they had a choice, which would you rather have? Well, most people are going to say, all I can get if I got a choice. And you say, hey, me too. Okay. And then you say, I found a way that we can earn these, collect these, earn these coins and a little extra money or a whole lot of extra money and have some fun in the process. Does any of that interest you? And you shut up and wait till they answer. And if they don't say anything, you say, well, what does any of it interest you? Earning, collecting some silver for free, earning a little extra money or a whole lot of extra money, or having fun, or which one interests you the most? And if they say none, then take your coin, move away, don't even say anything anymore. Okay. And, and if they say, like most people, we're earning a lot of extra money, or all of them, and you say, well, I have found a way, and you can then use my QR code cards, hand them to them. I found a way we can do this with a fabulous company nobody's heard about, 7K, 8 years old. Have you ever heard about them? I know you hear about the ones advertised on TV, but yeah, we get it at better prices than the ones advertised on TV. We're kind of like the Costco of gold and silver. Here, take a look at this. Get back with me. Okay, if you got it going to the landing page, you can talk to total strangers out there. But the key is, how many of them are you going to do a day? How many coin drops are you going to do? See, back in the 90s, I was doing 10 to 30 coin drops a day. Yeah. In fact, sometimes I wouldn't come home until I got them done. Just out and about. Shopping, different place. Hey, I love going grocery shopping because you're always in a line. And I'm talking to the person behind me. And sometimes there's another person hears it with that conversation. It's pretty cool. Or in line in anything you're buying stuff at, you know. But anyway, these are the scripts. These are the walking, talking where you can even prospect cold strangers. But if you're doing it on purpose with a methodical process, that even makes it better. I mean, you're visiting businesses, you're visiting. I've the trainings will come. Okay, more detail, no more how-tos. Okay, but I'm giving you the gross summary of everything. And then what we're going to do is how to build 7K in momentum. Some of you may remember this. Okay. And it's all on one page. And so I'm going to put this back up with a recording of the training. I'm going to put this PDF up, even though it's a handwritten one. But a handwritten's good. You can print it out. You can use it. Remember, all you're doing is you're looking for two people. And you're getting people to do these things. Each person is going to make a list of their top 25 people. You're going to contact all 25 in 5 days. That's 5 people a day. Okay. And you're going to sponsor at least 2 in that first week out of those top 25. And you are not doing it by yourself. So when I sponsor you, I'm helping you with your top 25 or your first upline leader. So you got to be working in a team, and you got to be knowing how to do a 3-way. That's essential in this process. Now, if you're doing things physically together, that's even better. But if you can't do things physically together, you're going to be doing it over the phone and over a Zoom. So you got to know how to do a Zoom. Okay. Most of you already know how to do it. That's where you're at right now, or you're watching it or listen to the recording. And here's the question. Hey, John, if I can show you how to turn $600 into over 3,000 in 8 weeks or less with absolutely no risk of losing it, would you take 35 minutes for me to show you how? Period. Ask 5 people a day that question. Get them on. These are people that they know. And when they start asking questions, well, that's why I want to get together with you for 35 minutes. Oh, no, it's not lotions, potions, some kind of thing like that. This is wealth. It's all about gold and silver. I don't mind you saying that. It's all about gold and silver. Affordable, that ways that you can afford it that you never knew about. And it's working for me. So bingo. So you just show them exactly what we're doing. We're going to enroll somebody with that $5.99. It used to be $4.99. That was a renewable, but now it's even gotten better because it's a lifetime membership. You start a business for $599 and you get to turn it in to $3,000 in 8 weeks or less. That's worth looking at, isn't it? Okay. And you sponsor one on your left, one on your right. Then you help them sponsor one on their left, one on their right. Well, that's 450 points. You're going to get that new customer bonus. We used to call it leadership points, but it's a new customer bonus. And so if you do that all in that first week, you're going to get a $250 check, and it's going to roll over the points you didn't get paid on, and you almost got another check waiting for you the next week. Well, that's pretty cool. You almost got all your money back, and it's sitting in a bank right there. So what do? We help these 4 people do the same thing, except I leapfrog, the leader leapfrogs over you because you're learning this process. You're part of the process, but you're learning. You're not actually doing yet because you're looking for another 2 people for you. But you're doing the process now on your own in that next 25. Okay. Now you got your partner, your leader for 3 ways and things, but you're piquing the interest. You're setting the point. You're sending out the information. They helped you do that first week with yours. Now you help your next 25. See, now the leaders are working on these 4 people doing the same thing. And if we just do that same process that second week, we got 4 new members on each side joining. By the way, that will be 4 growth factors sales on your team, left team and right team. Because see, this is your first generation sale that you had growth factor on that first week. This is your second generation of sponsorship. You sponsored this person, that person sponsored that person sponsored that person. See, this is your second generation. This is your first generation. They're active. This would be your third generation of sponsorship sales. Notice, I'm not even looking at people placing anybody over you, no spillover. We're just talking about what we initiate from your circle of influence, their circle of influence, and their circle, just like I built the business from the scratch, day one, with George, Woodrow, Delton, and Cindy, and Evelyn, and Holly, and Constance, and Cecil, and David Brewer, and on and on and on. You know, from that first meeting that night from George Donaldson's house on Friday night, and then driving home on the phone. Okay, so we just repeat that process now. And this is how you get paid. But look, you not only get that $250 paycheck, you get $160 GoPay because you got 80 here and 80 here deposited into your account. That's just that first week. Second week, if we do this second week, that's accomplished. Well, that's going to be 600 new points coming up here at 800 total for the second week. You have no new customer bonus because you didn't enroll anyone. Now, these people got them, but just like you did the first week, but you don't. So you get 600 plus 200, you get 800 points in your counter that week. Plus you get the growth factor sales there. We're going to do that in a second. And then they're going to pay you that $500 associate check. And this is how the comp plan works. It's going to subtract the 500 and leave you to 300 on one side, and it's going to zero out the other side. Because you're just an associate. All you can make is $500 anyway. Now you got an incentive because you got volume coming up to rank up to copper. What's that mean? You got to have another personal on your left and right. That's why you're working on that. So here's week 3. Okay. Now week 3, you definitely want to get that other personal. Okay. And you're going to place one on your left, one on your right, but that's going to give you that new customer bonus that week. Okay. In compensation. And by helping these people, now you're helping your leaders, and the other people are doing the same thing you did. They're working on their next 25. And so when we bring in just 2, one of each one of them on their top 25, we repeat the same process. We call it leapfrogging. So, but you're involved here. You're helping the leader. So you're working with a team. If you got an upline leader and you're really building quick, you'll have 3 working on this. Okay, with experience working. Now you're experienced now, so you're part of the working team. Okay, so that makes this plausible. So we got 8 new sales coming on your left team, 8 new on your right team. That 8 times 150. That's here's your first level, here's your second level, here's your third level, here's your fourth level. All that counts. 8 new growth factor sales that week. Okay. And the volume comes up into your counter, and I didn't even put the volume for your new left and right. It's just whatever you signed them up, a VIP or legacy VIP or even a basic. Okay. But you got that second personal left, personal right, or you got your own family business pack now. Remember, you're in control. So add your family business back. If you can't find another person, well, now you got 2 on your left, 2 on your right. You're going to make $1,000 check because that's what a copper can make. You got more than 1,000, but that's all you can make. Okay, they're going to subtract, but because you have leadership points, you get to carry over here. And they're going to subtract out all 1,200. Okay. And so you're going to subtract out because you got your copper, you can't make more than 1,000. So it's going to zero out. It won't carry over. Okay. That's your incentive to rank up to bronze. So that's just the way the comp plan works. I'm just showing you the number. But you made $1,000 plus you made an extra, you enrolled 2 more people. You made an extra $160 goal pay if you enroll them in 2 $5.99s. So you got $320 in goal pay and you've got $1,750. You put up $599. Now, if you added your family business pack, you just created more leverage. You created more opportunity for you and your family and your future legacy. So you put a little bit back into it. But if you just sponsored somebody, then this is all gravy here. All gravy. And then the 4th week, okay, generation 1, generation 2, generation 3, generation 4. Here's your generation 5. That's 16 new sales on the left side and the right side. Hey, you're going to qualify for a lot more. But here's the key, what I want to tell you. If you're building like this, you're going to get paid this. That's that new comp plan. You won't get paid the old way with ranks where you only can get paid the 2,000 because you got so many more sales in growth factor. If you got the personals, you're going to get paid that. You may not be a silver yet, but if you got 5 left, 5 right, you're going to get paid on all this. And if you've got growth factor, you're going to have, if you got new customer bonus that week, then you're going to roll over what you don't get paid on. This has gotten so powerful. I'm jumping out of my skin wanting to explain it in more detail that people can understand this. But the whole point with a person is, what can you do in the next 8 weeks that has a possibility of turning $600 into over $3,000, $3,750 and $480 in goal pay, $480 worth of gold in your pocket. What are you doing? That's the question you got to ask. Say, join me in this. Let's give it a try. You can't lose a ton. And you get a lifetime membership in 7K to buy gold and silver at affordable price. That's how you close that out. That's why you use my 7K bill. And then, you just show them, hey, They don't have to do it, but you show them what it means to have their own family business pack from the beginning. If they got their own family business pack, they're in control there. They basically, when they sponsor their first person on the left, first person on the right, they can start qualifying because it takes 2 left, 2 right to be a copper. Now you just need volume and you need growth factor sales to qualify to make that weekly check of $1,000. And look what happens in week 2, y'all. I mean, you start getting there because after you get paid, you get out, but you have growth factor sales, and I'll have to explain this later when I get more detailed in the compensation, because I want to go over each one of the major things today with you so you have a real input and you can play this video over if you need to have more detailed understanding yourself. But I go through the fact of what you get if you come in at the get with a family business pack. And then I don't duplicate that. If you duplicate it, it's even better. Okay. If more people do what you do, then these numbers explode. Okay. And that's the whole point. And that's why, like, uh, my team Corona, when we got in, I taught Wayne the family business. In fact, that's what we get. And then we went out and we built with basically a family business. There's Erniak in San Antonio, and now the Quarterbox in San Antonio, and then the Stellies in Bro Bridge, and that got duplicated, and everybody else is duplicating that too. And then the Hawaii group and the rest of the Shane Vaughn's group and Kim Wiley, and then the PSI group. So we're all doing, basically, those who want to make money, those who understand, we're doing a family business pack. Okay. So real clear and concise about that. I'm going to go back to that page there right here and just show that one more time. See, you see, I showed you where you just knocked the generational sales requirement out. So if you got the 3 on the left and 3 on the right, and you got that 1,800 buy, you're going to get paid that. You're going to get paid it. You don't have to have that copper on your left, copper on your right. That copper has to have an associate on the left, associate on the right, and an active too. You don't have to have all that anymore. When y'all see what I see, you're going to break out of your shells. You're going to get so excited you can't stand it. But then I don't want you to get so excited you can't stand it. I want you to get to work. How you get to work? You call people. You get people online. You do your 5 a day. You do my job description. You do what I've taught from day one, and just keep doing it. Stay focused. Don't let people distract you from the greatest opportunity in the world that you have. This one. And you just do the simple job description. That's all. And I gave you the tools that you do it with already. Okay, let's switch gears again. Okay, let me stop this share. Let me get to our other share. Let me explain how those generational sales work. I'm gonna go to, let's see, where is my website? There it is. Got to go to Zoom. When you log in your back office right now, you're in your business hub. When you go to your business hub, you're going to see your volume left and right on your teams. Okay. You're going to see the number of active members you have. And if you click on it, by the way, you just click right there, it's going to bring them up and you get to see who they are. Okay. And it'll even show you your inactives and too. Okay. But it shows you your actives. Then it shows you your growth factor. And if you click on growth factor, it's going to tell you what level they're on, that they came in, their name, and you can go look in the Downline Explorer. You can see who sponsored them, by clicking on, once you search, get their name, you can see how they're there. I'll give more training on that, but I just want you to know where you find these things. Okay. So you get to see your growth factor. Now, this is going to be Saturday. This will end this week. So this is the first week of that rolling 30 days for the first pay week in June 2nd. So next week we'll add to this. And then the third week we'll add to this. And then the fourth week, the pay week, then you've got to have the sales to match that sales qualification and growth factor, or you get paid on the volume with one active left, one active right, and the most you can get as an associate is 500. Okay, so this is what this chart looks like and how you read it. So what what I'm going to do now is we're going to go and we're going to talk about those levels, how they're determined and where they're at, and show you one more time on the whiteboard real quick so you have a concept, and just come back and review this if it's not really good and clear for you. And let me get myself with my little glove on and my digital pen and all that kind of stuff so I can write on my board here, my tablet that I have sitting in front of me. See the digital pen? Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just say, this is you right here. Okay. And everyone you personally sponsor is going to be A's. That's your first level. So your first level in sponsorship will be all your A's. Okay. And that will be this person. Let's just say you sponsor that person and you sponsor this person. So everybody you personally sponsor is going to be black. Okay. Now, if you personally sponsor another person and you sponsor them, that's still your first level. Okay. Doesn't matter they're down here. That's still your first level. Now, let's just say everybody they sponsor is red. Okay. And so they sponsor a person here on their left. They sponsor a person here on their left. Okay. That is your second level. That's your B's. Okay. Now, that person sponsors a person. That person sponsors a person. Okay. Notice that's the only place they can sponsor is their left and right, right? So you might have them on different levels, but you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 B's. Let's say this person sponsored a person and they placed them on their right too. Well, now you got 6. That's your second level. So your B's are who your A's sponsor. Now, your C's, let's get a darker color here. Purple. Okay. So your third level is going to be, uh-oh, that's not a good color. There we go. Your third level is who your B's sponsor. That'd be the C's. So when they sponsor someone, let's say they sponsored another person there, and then they placed another one, this person sponsored a person here, this person sponsored a person here, okay, and that person sponsored a person here. Your B's sponsored your C's. Didn't matter where they're at in your Downline Explorer, they're your sponsorship level. And they must be active for that level to count. So when this person right here sponsored this person. That person become inactive, and that person, the D, sponsored a person. This is what I want to really show you here. The C's sponsor your D's. And if let's just say they all sponsored one on their left and their right like this. So you can see how this thing can really mount up. That person sponsored a person, okay? This person sponsored a person, that person sponsored a person, okay? That person sponsored another one, placed it down here, okay? So your D's are sponsored by your C's. Now, I'm going to share with you one more level, because that's your 5th level. And so our 5th level are your E's. And they're sponsored by your D's. And I can't spot, they're going to be down here. Okay, so you're getting the concept here. Now, what I want to show you is the E's. The E's will sponsor your E's will sponsor your F's. So I need to have some kind of color here. Let's see what that works out. And that's your 6th level. And then you'll have your 7th level. And let's just go back to black. Now, even though they're not yours, then you're 8, then you're 9, then you're 10. So see, your levels keep going. Your F sponsors your G's. Your G sponsors your H's. Your H's sponsor your I's. Okay. The reason I want to do that is every week, it's only your active sponsorship levels. They're not changing sponsors, but they're not counting inactives in your sponsorship levels for your growth, because inactive people aren't doing the business. They may just be customers. So let's say that this person became inactive. They're not canceled. They just became inactive. Okay, that's your C's. So whoever that C sponsored, the D's, they become here your 3rd level. For when they have sales, it's 3rd level sales. It's not 4th level sales. Okay. And if the person that sponsored that person, let's say that D became inactive, then these people all down here, right here, okay, that will move up to that was a B, that moves up to your 2nd level, and these move up to your 3rd level. In other words, it moves the active levels up, and it discounts the inactive levels. It only is counting your active sponsorship level. Now, let's presume that that, and I'm gonna get some kind of new color here. I gotta create another new color. Uh, and uh, what I want to do is get a I want to try and get a uh, kind of a dark green if I can. Can't get a dark green, huh? Spectrum. How about something like this? That that might work. Okay. So let's just say somebody above you, they can only do it on one side. Place the person down here. Okay. Kind of a solid color. Above you. Well, that volume will not count in your sponsorship levels. That's the person that was up there that sponsored that person. That volume doesn't count. That's called spillover. Okay. Now, all their autosaver volume, all their point coins would count. But when they enroll, those won't come up to you. Okay. Now, the next thing is your new membership sales are, are only pushed up 5 levels in your sponsorship levels. So all this growth, any growth, those membership sales come right up to, just like I've just presented in the 7K momentum build plan for 2024 that I just presented. All those are sponsorship levels. They all come right up to you. Okay. The only thing that does not count. So they have to give something up to get something. So we had to give up some of that spillover to get gold pay and this new, much easier rank pay volume system. Okay. So that we gave that little bit up, uh, but you get the longer term benefit. You get all volume pay out of this. So that's the other major factor that I wanted everybody to understand. And the the three principal factors that we have in building our business in the future. Uh, so let me I've got to share my screen one more time, okay? And got to get back to that screen as I bring this one to a close for us so we can have a good Q&A session. Since I talked about income, as you know, uh, uh, how come my screen sharing is paused? I don't want paused. It says my screen sharing is paused. I don't want paused. I want to share. Stop share. Let's share. There we go. Okay. So as I talked about income, I always got to end everything with our income disclosure statement, as you know, and we want people to read this. And let me tell you, this is going to even get better and better and better now. Okay. Because we even got bigger levels now. Remember those much bigger levels that we have uh in the new system, the platinum levels. So all this is coming true. So these are the max pay levels that you can get meeting the new qualifications that we have without that rank consideration left and right. It's your personals, your growth factor sales, your volume. That's what you're going to get paid on. Okay. Now, to get recognized, it's a little different. They aren't taking away your recognition levels of your past, but to get new level, when they get recognized, they don't have to make the 3,500 to be a silver, they're going to have a 4-week qualification of what they earned, and those are going to be coming out this next week. And so, and those are, it's easier to become those levels now than it ever was. Okay. And so that's kind of what I'm really excited about, everybody. And you notice I'm going to have quite a few detailed trainings here, and we're going to have individual trainings on each one of these. So stay tuned, watch them as they come out. I'm going to also give a new basics compensation plan, how it works from beginning, that the Build 7K Momentum 24 plan. That pretty much has a little bit of it in it, but I'm going to go in more detail with loyalty points, the new customer bonus, or what people used to call leadership bonus, how they work, and the different scenarios of volume, how the volume is done and counted, and how you get paid, and how we get paid 5 ways now, everybody. We get paid 5 ways. I hope everyone, I got it posted in the band app. And that's a beautiful thing. I'm going to have a training just on the 5 ways we get. Okay. So I'm just so excited about all the new trainings, let's say enhanced training. They're new because we got, in Louisiana, we call it lagniappe. It's that little extra. We've been given a lot of little extra. So let's go get them. Okay, everybody. Let's have fun, help people, make money, accumulate wealth, and get some gold and silver, get some security in their life. Everybody needs gold and silver. Everybody needs to have income. Everybody needs more income with all this inflation that's going on. But I'm trying to find how to stop my recording, and I can't find how to stop recording. There we go. It's a different place again. Everybody have a good one. I'll see you in the Q&A. Have a great weekend. Go build, 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 build. Get new people. Help people. Help people secure their wealth. Help people grow their wealth. Help people understand they need some gold and silver. I love each and every one of you.